Hello, my classy. So today is my birthday, but I know you don't care about that. So let's talk about sun signs, which is one of my favorite topics, while also doing up my hair with this little thing. I've been waiting for such a long time to use this again. I used this once since I got it, and I am ready to use it again. So let's do it together, shall we? So since it is my birthday, I don't want to talk about the negative things. So let's talk about some of the things that I actually like about your sun sign. All right, starting with Aries. So what I really like about your sun sign, or if you are a rising as well, that's fine too. But what I like about Aries is that you are very spontaneous. You do first and then you think later, which is actually a good quality. You're spontaneous, unlike some of the other signs that think so much. You're thinking that they don't ever do anything because they're just spending so much time thinking. But not you, Aries. For you, you're doers. And you're also the babies of the zodiac, which means you're very enthusiastic. You have baby-like qualities. You love adventure, you like taking risks, you are go-getters, and you're just full of energy and life. That is Aries. All right, let's move on to Taurus. What I love about Taurus, you guys are very big on family values. I don't know a single Taurus that doesn't know how to cook. Especially men. You have that, you're stubborn, the most stubborn sign of the zodiac, but that also means that you are go-getters and you go after the things that you care about. You don't just let things, fly. You're not gonna be half-hearted about it. You're passionate and you're gonna go ahead and do the things that make you happy and that you set your mind to. If you say that, if a Taurus says I'm gonna do this, 9 out of 10 times it's going to be done. So teach me that. You're consistent, determined, family people, and good cooks. Isn't that awesome? And look how my hair is looking. That's pretty awesome too. Alright, next let's talk about Geminis. I'm taking major chunks of my hair, so this is going really, really fast. Alright, Gemini, what I love about you is your mind. You are quick-witted, you are interesting, you're fun, you're exciting. A Gemini will switch so fast between different topics that it's hard to keep up sometimes. You are talkative and in a good way, not in a boring, draggy sort of way, but you're talkative in a way that people want to listen to you. So you have a gift of the gab, Gemini. And I think that's because you get bored so fast that you have a lot of things that you like to do, which makes you versatile. You have a lot of different things you do, which means you have more things to talk about because you've done more things in life, right? Or you just have an intellectual mind, which I feel people kind of oversee that in you sometimes, but Geminis are actually really intelligent. Now it could be bookish intelligent as well, because you love to find out more about things. You have a natural thirst for knowledge, and that just makes you interesting and fun to talk with. Next, Cancer. Now I'm a Cancer rising, which I just very recently discovered. I had no idea what my rising sign was because I'm not sure of the exact time that I was born at, but I have an idea. So I'm gonna it's safe to say that I am most likely a Cancer. And every time I watch videos or I read up more about these things, I feel I have the Cancer element in me, and that kind of understands the chaos within me, because Cancers are homebodies, right? Cancers are very passionate about the things that they care about. They're very protective. They get easily jealous as well because they're so protective, and they're very guarded. Like, you know, the Cancer, the crab shell, like it takes them a very long time to get out of that shell, but once they're out, they're gonna stay out for a very long time, because crabs are like not that fast, right? Crabs are kind of like tortoise. They're slow, but that's a good thing. I feel like that's a very good thing, because yeah, it takes you time, probably more than it would take a lot of other people, but at the same time, once you're in, you're completely in. The Cancers are also like very I feel like they're also the most misunderstood. That's not the word I'm looking for. What's the word I'm looking for? Underestimated sun sign, because like you will look at them and they'll feel like very innocent, very sweet, very cute, especially like Cancer rising, like I am, and even Cancer suns, of course. But they're very feisty. In fact, fun fact, the largest number of serial killers in the world are actually Cancer suns. Yeah, so you gotta be very, very careful, because once you piss them off, yeah, you never know what the crab's gonna do. The crab's gonna bite. So be careful. Consider yourself warned. I just wore my ring because I felt like my finger seemed a little empty. Let's talk about Leos now. What I love about Leos is that they are very confident. Very confident. Like, you might just look at a Leo and feel like, what do they have to be confident about? But once like you start talking to them, it'll be like, wow, like there must be something in them that they're so, you know, like just well put together, confident, they're stylish, they are like you're not gonna see a sloppy Leo. And they're also very loyal. Very childlike energy as well, kind of like Aries. I feel like all the three fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you have like very childlike, just a fun energy in you. That's why like you people don't grow up. And that also, it's a good thing in a way, because how you feel is actually how you end up looking, right? Like if you're somebody who's constantly like, oh, I'm old, I'm getting old, I'm getting old, oh, it's downhill from here. I've heard people say that kind of shit, and it shows up on how you look, like you physically. It shows up on your face, it shows up on your body, it just shows up on your energy that yes, you feel you're old. Well, guess what? You look old. You look older than you are. So with fire signs and Leos, a good thing is that you have that childlike energy, not innocence. Like Cancers, they have that childish innocence in them. Leos are not innocent. They are very self-aware, very confident, very put together, a little manipulative, but you are also like you're not innocent, but you have that childlike energy about you, like in a good way, as in you're not naive, you know what's going on. Cancers can actually like sometimes not even know what the hell is going on around them. So in that way, Leos, it's a pretty good quality, and you're kind of like the center of attention. You are the sun sign, right? So you are the center of attention, and even if you're not the center of attention, you feel like you are, which is a good thing, because that is what kind of makes you more confident, because you're like exuding that energy. All right, let's talk about Virgos. Virgos are actually like the best advice givers of the entire zodiac. Like if you need advice, if you need someone to give you like as it is. Okay, you need advice and you cannot handle the truth, or you cannot handle somebody who has no tact, then don't ask a Virgo, because they're going to give you like straight up how they feel about a certain situation, about a certain person, about like, oh, if you're not looking good in something, they're going to tell you you're not looking good. Have I gained weight, Virgo? Yes, you have. Like, make sure you can take that advice if you're going to ask a Virgo. Otherwise, you know what? Spare yourself that pain and tears and don't ask a Virgo. But that being said, they are the best advice givers of the zodiac. So it's just always a nice thing to have a Virgo in your network. Which brings me to Libra. So let's talk about Libra. Social butterflies of the zodiac. They're popular. They know a lot of people. They are the ones that are networking all the way from school. So they're still in touch with people that they met in school, in college, at work. They're just befriending everybody as they go about. The Libras are also very diplomatic. So if you want advice, probably I would suggest do not go to a Libra, because they're not going to say anything to you that's going to hurt you, or something that they think is going to hurt you, or something that you don't want to hear. Okay, or if that's what you want, then you can always go to a Libra. They're going to tell you what you want to hear. Sometimes that is what we need, like it might not be what we need, but it's what we want in that moment. Like someone to tell us that you're great, you're amazing, all your life decisions that you've made so far are amazing. This is not your fault. Everything is just beautiful and perfect, and you are flawless. Okay, that is what a Libra is going to do. It reminds me of that meme.
I'm big, I'm brave, I'm beautiful,
I'm bold,
yes, thank you for making me happy.
Yes, that's what a Libra is going to tell you. Libras are also very put together and stylish. I think it's Libra and Taurus both. They are ruled by Venus. That's like the goddess of beauty. So they're naturally like they have an aura. They might not be like conventionally the prettiest or the most handsome people you've met, but they have this spark in them. They have that aura that people are going to take notice when they walk in a room. So that's a Libra for you. You're also very indecisive. So if you want a quick decision to be made, don't ask a Libra. Let's move on to Scorpio. Now, I know Scorpio always gets a bad rep for things. Like, they're mysterious, they're passionate, they're very like, they're gonna hurt you if you hurt them, and but I feel like Scorpios kind of make like the best friends if they see you worthy of that. Okay, they're not gonna befriend everybody because they are choosy, they are picky for sure. Good people to have on your side for sure. And also, Scorpio is someone told me this and I've never been able to forget it, but second best advice givers of the zodiac are Scorpions. And they'll have tact. Okay, like Virgos probably like don't have tact, so they'll just tell you straight up. But Scorpios, they are deep thinkers, right? So they have more tact when they're telling you things. And if they know that you don't want to hear something or something's hurting you, they'll avoid it. Maybe they'll tell you later, but in that moment, they'll be like, no, let's not get there. Let's talk to you later about this when you're feeling a little better. And that is because they are very in tune to how they feel, and also very in tune to how other people feel. Like they just know you, right? They'll sense if something's not right. And that is with all the water signs, like Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. They are naturally intuitive, like you're the psychics of the zodiac, which also makes you manipulative, because like intuitively you feel things, you know things, so it's easy for you to kind of manipulate your way into things. If you know, you know, right? Let's talk about Sagittarius. Sagittarius are very adventurous. They love doing things. They are quite extroverted. Like, I don't know a single Sagittarius who likes to, like, you know, not do things. Like, they love going out and about and being social and being around people that they like, you know, and they're also like very good talkers. They can talk and talk and talk and talk. And I've noticed that for so many Sagittarians. So I think it's safe to say that Sagittarius just love to talk, okay? The sound of their voice. And sometimes that is just what the doctor ordered. Like, you just need someone to, you know, talk to you. You get on your treadmill and you're working out, and then you call your Sagittarius friend and they're talking and talking and talking, and you can just focus on your workout. And before you know it, you've been walking for 30 minutes and time has just flown by. Sagittarius are also very honest, and they also lack tact. You know, they're going to tell you straight up as it is. No sugarcoating there, you know. So sometimes it can sting, but other times it is exactly what you needed to hear. So if you want an honest friend, Sagittarius is the person to go to. All right. Next up, we have Capricorn. A Capricorn, I believe, are the most ambitious of all. They don't like to stay at home. They like to do things. They like to go out. They like to have like a lot of things and like planners, and they'll probably be the ones who have planned their whole week and exactly what they're going to do on each day of the week. So yeah, they're planners, they're doers. They love the outdoors. They love to have a lot of chores to do, not boring ones, but the things that they like to do things, okay? And they're also like if you are with a Capricorn, it is safe to say that you are not going to have money issues, in the sense that a Capricorn is always going to have a career. A Capricorn is always going to have enough money for survival. A Capricorn is always going to be ambitious, and you're always like thinking about new ways to make more money. That's a Capricorn. And a Capricorn is also very reliable. Like, if they say they're going to do something, they're going to do that thing, okay? Because they're not going to say for everything that they're going to do it. They're going to be picky and choosy about the things that they actually commit to. And once they do commit to that, it'll be done. That's a Capricorn. Next, we have Aquarius, which is my sign, also my birthday. Also, happy birthday to any Aquarius that's watching right now. You're amazing. You know that, and don't let anyone else tell you otherwise, okay? Because Aquarius have a lot of critics, because Aquarius think differently. Aquarians are unique, and you like that about yourself. You like being different. You like thinking outside the box, and not everyone is supposed to like an Aquarius, because you don't give a shit who likes you and who doesn't like you. And like, if you do find out about it, it's gonna be more like, really? It's gonna be more shocking, because like, who doesn't like an Aquarius? We're amazing, right? So it's always gonna be like, that's new, but whatever, you know. So Aquarians are never gonna be like A to B to C to D. They're gonna be like A and then jump to E and then to C and then jumping to R. You are never gonna be like, oh, this is the sticker and you have to like move on that sticker. You'll find new and interesting and exciting ways to do the same thing and not make it boring, okay? Aquarians also don't get bored very easily, because our minds are overstimulated. We could be sitting at home all day long and still feel like we've done so much because our minds are never at home because we're constantly thinking, if not about like the worldly problems, we're thinking about the pop culture or the problems with the educational system or how to fix the people. The problem with Aquarius is, while you have a lot of ideas and you care about a lot of things, because you're so overstimulated in your brain, it's that much of a challenge for you to actually go and do it. So it would be nice for an Aquarius to actually be friends with one of the signs that are doers. Like you can get the ideas and come up with interesting business plans and business ideas, and the other person can actually implement them, and you can be like the brain behind it, and the hands and legs can be the other person. Does that make sense? So that is an Aquarius. And finally, we have a Pisces. I'm already done with my hair. I'm just burning it up because I'm not done with this video. I feel like I haven't done the back. All right, let's do the back while I talk about the last one, which is Pisces. Now, just like Scorpios, I feel like Pisces are also misunderstood in the zodiac, okay? Pisces are considered to be like these precious little fishies who are social and intellectual and intuitive and just so innocent, but do not let that fish fool you, okay? That's a whale, a killer whale, okay? You just don't see it because it looks like little Nemo. But Pisces are dangerous if you mess with them. So don't let that sweet innocent face and vibe and energy fool you, because Pisces are very intelligent. They're also the grandmas of the zodiac, and they're also like very mature. I mean, they're late bloomers because they're not gonna jump at every opportunity. They're very kind, for sure. They're very kind, and they know what to say to whom, okay? Because they're smart like that. They're wiser beyond their years. Like you could be a teenager Pisces and your brain works like you're in your 60s, okay? You're wise. You are the hermits of the zodiac, I would say, not in the sense that you like to stay inside, and maybe for some of you, but in the sense that you have a lot of self-introspection, like you know yourself and you have put in the work to understand the world and the people around you. You are like, out of all the water signs, you're the ones that are the most intuitive. So like sometimes if you feel like, oh, somebody like just knows, like how some people just know, and you go to them and you're like, how do you know? They probably have like Pisces in the chart, sun, moon, or rising, okay? Because you just know. So that is with all the signs of the zodiac. And I think we are also done with the hair. That was actually done in like 15 minutes or so. I just kept talking because I wasn't done with the science. I took my own sweet time, but the hair, behairing, it's looking really good. I'm not like, it's nighttime, so I'm not going out anywhere right now. I'm going out in the morning, but I didn't want to like be doing this early morning because I'm going for breakfast, because I like the breakfast dishes but not the breakfast timing, but I kind of had to like pick one. So I kind of compromised on the timings. I'm gonna wake up early for a change on my birthday, because let's switch it up a little bit, shall we? So that's it for this video. Do let me know what your sign is and if you agreed with my assessment. And if you disagreed with my assessment, I would love to hear. And I'll see you guys in my next video.